What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. And right there, I'm just showing you guys that I got about 6 hours left. I still have to do another pack opening. You guys are like, yo, what's up? Are you going to be the pack king? She came out, I think you said she got 12 elites. So we'll get back to that soon. But right now, I got to show you some major upgrades to the team. Right now, my team is a 67 overall. It's straight trash. It's a big transformation from Madden 20, where I was just like a 98, 99 overall. But obviously, we got to start from scratch. The Pack Goddess, self-proclaimed, she was able to pull Russell Wilson. So we're going to actually put him in the lineup right now. I will tell you this, right? His throw power is not that great, but in the game right now, there's not a lot of fast players. And we currently don't have Tyreek Hill. Also, I'm not sure if we really need to go after Tyreek Hill, because height may be a factor. Early on in the game, I was able to see a lot of different things that I was able to do with the 6'5 receivers. So we may have to kind of look to see if the mossing is still an option. I want to let you guys know that. But at this point right now, we also have Nick Chubb in my pants, bro. That dude is a goon. All right, she also pulled him. So we got two major upgrades right there, the quarterback, and then we have the running back. Now we're going to do the overall, generate the best lineup and see exactly what's going on. So that way we can see exactly what happened through that previous pack opening. All right, so it takes a little bit of time right now. Everything is pretty slow. Some of you guys are saying like, yo, Gmia, why is this game moving like that? Well, the game is not officially released yet, so everything is not going to be as smooth. But I think we have like 4 more days when it's officially out. You guys will see that they'll speed it up. They're probably going to tune it, do a little bit of stuff to it. But right now, this is like the initial way that it feels. I'm pretty sure they're going to speed it up in the future. It's usual things like that when games are released early and people get their hands on it, and it's a limited people allowed on the server, and then it's like overloaded, and then it starts to move like that. So it's not that big of a deal. That will be adjusted soon. Right here, Jason McCourty, dude, that dude is 84 speed. More than likely, he's going to be burnt deep for 6. She was able to pull Dante Jackson, who has an 89 speed. So we're going to put him there despite his low zone coverage. I don't really think that it's going to really matter early on, because what people are going to try to do, and what I've seen, they're going to try to burn you down the middle, right? So if they try to burn you down the middle, it's going to be easier if you have players that can keep up, as opposed to having like, the thresholds of zone coverage and man coverage. So I'm just going to go with speed right now. I'm going to leave that dude there. If he gets burnt, we're going to raid sell him though. All right, I didn't want to raid sell him early because I think he's one of those glitchy cards that are going to have more value because of his speed. But if he does anything ridiculous, if he breathes wrong on the field, we're going to raid sell him. Now, this guy right here, Andre Johnson, this dude is garbage. And right now, we can't upgrade him past a 75. I'm still waiting for that +4 level master collectible. So we can't do anything with him. So at this point, he's rather useless. All right, so we're going to leave him for now. We're going to go check out Russell Wilson. I want to give you guys some insight into the way that you're going to be able to look at your cards this year. All right. The one thing that we did notice during the pack opening, though, when you go to compare, you can't see like the value of the quick sell. But when you get the actual card, they give you a lot more information. Now they give you the weight, which is very, very huge, because when you start looking at the D tackle position, a lot of these dudes are extra fat, but you don't know how fat they are. Now you can actually see it. Right here, with the way that we're trying to go ahead and do our first upgrades, I realized immediately that this is extremely expensive, and I'm not doing it. Like I'm gonna have to probably open like 3 or 4 bundles to be able to afford to get these dudes any kind of abilities or any kind of scheme chems or whatever. It's way too expensive. So I'm just giving you guys the insight into how it's gonna work. They've jumped it up to 50. Wasn't it 30 last year for the components? I think it was 30, right? I don't know what's going on. This is weird, but I kind of like it, because they're making it harder for your team to be better, so everybody can't go out there and have the same thing so early. But we're going to figure out ways to get cheap training. Obviously, the game is not really, officially out yet, but we're going to figure out ways in the cards that we need to go after. They're going to give us some kind of, loophole for it. But I'm just letting you guys know, the prices of these things to upgrade your cards right now is going to cost you a mortgage. So I wouldn't do it, but if you guys got bands on bands on bands, do what you got to do. But you can see right here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take back my little training, and I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to also right now pick my team captain. We're going to go with Ed McCaffrey. Now, the reasoning behind Ed McCaffrey is what I explained to you guys already. The height is going to be a factor, right? So if you get Tyreek Hill, he's super fast, but the dude is like, what is he? I think he's like the height of a dead cockroach. Look, I don't know how tall he is. I think he is, what is he, like 5'10"? He's not going to do anything. Pretty much if you throw the ball in the air and there's anybody around him, they don't allow him to jump up to go get it. And the reasoning behind that, I think because he doesn't, it's harder for you to get abilities right now. And even if you did get abilities, he's more of a rat catcher. So he's not going to aggressive catch that ball. Ed McCaffrey will. So that's probably, you know, the safer choice right now. Remember, if you don't want to go with Ed McCaffrey, you can always try him out and immediately go and exchange him for another team captain. Like the set is already there, go to exchange set and just immediately get rid of him. All right, I'm going to try him out. I want to put him into a ranked game and see exactly how good he is. If he's garbage, then we probably would go with like Eddie George or something for the running back position. This is also something that's new. Obviously, I spoke about this before. You can put any team chemistry on your team captains this year. That's a huge W for all of us that are going to be doing theme teams. But I guess they did it like that because they made it so much harder to get the, you know, the boosted attributes from it. So they kind of like, they gave us what we wanted, but it's going to cost us more. So it's like kind of like, it's hot the way EA does it. It's like, oh, we can use them now for any team, but yo, by the way, you need 10 more. Like what? All right, cool. It doesn't really matter. I don't want to do any upgrades right now. We have to wait. I'm going to probably have to grind some head-to-head and get some coins because I just showed you guys those prices, and it's even worse for this guy. Like all that, what was it, Streak Specialist? All that stuff is gone. It's like deep in deep in elite, short in elite. Like it's like stupid things like that where you're gonna get a little bit more of an advantage, but they took away the ability to really throw it deep because obviously I was throwing streaks on everybody, and well, not you guys, but a lot of guys were complaining about it, so they took it out the game. They're like, yo, all right, this guy Gmias is going wild. I'm throwing the ball in the quadruple coverage, quintuplet, like doing whatever. And then you guys are, you know, sending videos to EA, and it got crazy. So they pretty much took out Streak Specialist. So we're going to have to find another way to be able to get the ball down the field at like 60, 70 yards a clip. I'm going to need a little bit of time for that. You know, obviously I got to use my hours wisely, but I am going to make sure that we find a way to get the ball down the field. Like, it's okay. It's okay that they took out some of the stuff that was working in 20. Absolutely fine. We're going to find another way. Again, taking a look at all the stuff that he has, we already had one of the team captain power-up tokens, so we're going to get him up to an 88 overall. His next levels will get to an 89, but again, I just wanted to give you guys some insight into it. The short in elite, second win, all these abilities, a lot of this stuff is relatively new. We're going to figure out what we need to do once we get our coins up, but for now, the team just made a major overhaul after one pack opening. So I'm going to see if I can get you guys my pack opening before the actual launch, but I think, you know, she did enough so that our team is like really, really decent right now. So as far as the upgrades go, we should be able to get some wins. So I'm going to probably jump into a head-to-head game, see what it's really about, go ahead and get a fat L on my file right quick and see what's good. And if the L is too crazy, then we're going to have to do an immediate pack opening. All right, guys, so that's where we are right now. That's where we stand with the upgrades. Let me know if you have any other questions or comments. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. Continue to be safe. One love, y'all.